They call this Mozart's Easy Sonata, but if you've ever tried playing it, you know that's a lie. I heard Mark Salman play Rachmaninoff's Third Piano Concerto live, and he encored with the first movement of this sonata. It was magical, so don't take it for granted. Like many students who first brought it to me, the real challenge isn't in the notes, it's in how many different skills this single movement brings. Clarity, balance, control, and a real sense of structure in such a short time. Here's what most of them missed when they first brought it in. First, structure your learning of it. A lot of adult students get stuck because they try to fix everything at once and they learn it in order. The trills, the Alberti bass, the melodic shaping, the arpeggio fluency, and the scales. It's all over the place, but instead of learning it from the beginning, get the bird's eye view and understand the challenge of each section. Put these skills on rotation. One day do the trills, next focus on just the left-hand balance, another day on tone production and voicing of the melody. That's how professionals practice, by cycling focused growth instead of stacking problem on top of problem. So instead of 10 minutes a day on one element, most people do 2 minutes a day on 5 elements, and they don't really see real progress. I also recommend practicing the scales in the development section about 3 to 5 minutes a day as a warm-up for a month, because if you don't do these regularly, they get really sticky. Tip 2, the hidden melody that everyone misses. Listen closely to the arpeggios in measure 19. You have these flowing 16th notes melodies, alternating with quarter notes. And most people actually clip this short. The quarter notes go sort of, and they don't use enough pedal. But inside that texture is a hidden counter melody. Connect those quarter notes and you'll suddenly hear that the music breathes, especially if you add a little hairpin. It stops sounding like finger work and starts to sound like chamber music, a trio of arpeggios on the top and the bottom and a tune in the middle. Plus, it sets up the next theme to come. Listen to this. To here. See that connection? And speaking of this, after learning about the sonata allegro form, most people think of the exposition as just a first and a second theme.
My friends, if you have been enjoying this video, make sure to download my free piano progress guide. It's linked in the description and the pinned comment, and you can start seeing greater progress with in-depth insights like this today.
But the real awareness comes when you realize it actually has 4 distinct sections: a primary theme, a transition, a secondary theme, and a closing statement. Theme 1, measures 1 through 4, are to be crisp, balanced, and light, defined by the melody, and so on. The transition of measures 5 through 12 uses the scales and a key modulation to build the energy to the dominant G major. The goal is not to sing here, but instead to move through it and build the energy, such as this. Theme 2, measures 13 to 21, is another tune, delicate but lyrical, sweeter than the first theme. More tender. And then the closing theme on measures 21 on starts in A minor with a little fanfare to finish out the exposition. It should be more focused on the precision and the rhythm, again, not so much the lyrical aspect. Each of these 4 sections needs its own color and identity, not just melody versus accompaniment, but a real narrative and moving through the form, like curiosity to excitement, and then tenderness to resolution. Final tip. These themes may get the glory, but the transitions actually build your skill. The scales, the left-hand trills, and the changing of mood should take up at least half of your practice time. So know your 4 sections, rotate your practice skills, bring out the hidden inner line in the middle section, and give your transitions the love they deserve. That's how easy Mozart becomes your next big breakthrough in your piano learning. Remember that artistry is only as simple as you allow it to be. Even the easiest pieces have room to sound incredible, as Hamlin proved.